Hey guys, today I will be showing you how to paint these blueberries, and it's really easy once you figure out the initial steps, so let's get started. So as usual, I will be using my Sublime Watercolor pack, and for the canvas, I'll be using the newly developed canvas named Delicate and Dainty. But feel free to use any kind of canvas that you already have. So I've already drawn a sketch for you guys, so you can download that and insert it like this. Insert a photo, and once you see the sketch layer here, we're just going to bring down the opacity. And then we're going to make a new layer to start coloring. Also, I have a palette that you can download with the sketch. And for this tutorial, we're going to be using the hard edge round brush. Using one of the light blues from the palette, I'm going to start coloring the blueberry. As I've already mentioned in a lot of other tutorials, I really like this brush as it is able to create this hard edge effect that you see in real watercolor when it dries. And to keep that effect as much as possible, I'm trying to paint within the sketch lines so you don't have to erase the excess. After you've colored the entire blueberry, you can start blending the overlaps using the basic blender. Again, it's best to blend within the sketch line so that we do not lose the hard edge effect like this. Now that everything is blended, we can add in some shadows. We're going to use the hard edge round brush again to do this, and we're going to pretend that the light source is on the left side, so we can start drawing some lines on the right side right here. You can add this extra bit of color to areas that will have some shadows, and it really doesn't have to be perfect. It can be anywhere you'd like. For example, I'm adding some extra color on the top as these areas have some depth, and it will make it look more 3D. Using the basic blender, you can start to blend out these hard edges and make it look more seamless and smooth. At this point, it looks alright, but we need a little more, so I'm going to make a new layer and make that a clipping mask. And we're going to grab one of the bloom brushes. I'm going to get bloom number 1. And let's get a bluish dark purple and start to tap on the right side of the blueberry. You can play around with this stamp to accentuate some of these areas and give it depth. If it looks too harsh, you can of course blend it out like this. This next step is optional. I just want to add a different color to the top of the blueberry, and I'm going to add a brownish tinge on the top like this. And then of course, you blend that out. At this point, I'm pretty satisfied, so I'm just going to merge these two layers together, but I'm still unhappy with the color. So I'm just going to go to Hue, Saturation, and Brightness and bring down the saturation level a little bit because it was looking way too purple for me. I think it should look a little bit more blue, so that's going to just bring down the purple a little bit. Now that we're done with the blueberry, we can start coloring the leaf. So let's make a new layer. And then we're going to select this yellowish green here. And we're going to be using the hard edge round brush again to color the leaf. Just like how we've colored the blueberry, you want to keep the hard edges, so try not to color over the pencil lines. And you can of course blend the overlaps using the basic blender. Now that it's smooth, I'm going to make a new layer and make that a clipping mask. And grab a darker green. And I'm going to get one of the stamps. Bloom number 1 works well. And just like the blueberry, we are going to add some stamp marks to make the leaf look a bit more alive and realistic. You can experiment with different colors to make your artwork look unique and vibrant. As you can see here, I'm adding a bit of pink. Of course, brown tones are always needed for dry leaves. And you can even use the hard edge round brush to add in some watermarks like this. You can leave it like that, or you can just blend it like I'm doing it here. Also, you can use the splatter stamp to make subtle marks like this. You can of course use different colors if you don't want your leaf to look this dry. This is just my preference, so feel free to use like greens to color the leaf. So that's how you color the leaf and the blueberry, and I'm going to continue coloring and come back to you guys with the finished piece. So here is the finished piece. Although the blueberries were really easy, it was a little bit tricky to color the leaves because you really need to use the stamps in the right areas to create the shadows and the right texture. Overall, I'm really happy with this new canvas that I've just created. It just really elevates your artwork. If you have enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next one.